Hey guys, it's Cindy, and this is day 5 of what I call the my life story. So, anyways, as far as competing and how that all kind of has played a role in my life, obviously my first show was a bodybuilding show. I was talked into it after wanting to do fitness because my boss was a fitness competitor and I admired her, Mindy Boysen. I couldn't get. I had the routine and all that, but I didn't know what it all was. And this guy talked me into bodybuilding, and I was afraid of getting bigger. And I lifted weights, and I actually got smaller, like he promised. So hats off to him. But at the same time, my heart was in fitness. I wanted to be a fitness girl. I wanted to be the small, little, feminine. So after my bodybuilding show, I gained 30 pounds because I thought I could go back to eating. Wrong. You do gain it back. So anyways, it took 2 years for me to do my second bodybuilding show, and I ended up getting first, which I was ecstatic about. I trained my butt off. I was in the chiro on a daily basis, though, just FYI, because my back was an absolute disaster. But I was doing traditional lifts, and mind you, I had over 15 national certifications, of which like ACSM, CSCS, ACE, AFA, NSCA. I mean, I have all the education, so you would think my back would not have been that bad. So there's more to that story, and that's kind of why my belt invention has come along. So I ended up winning in bodybuilding. I was a heavyweight bodybuilder, biggest girl in the show, go figure on that. And then I had my daughter, and I wanted to do, or right before I had my daughter, I did a fitness competition. I was determined to do one, and I did one. And I made it to nationals on that. And there's a whole story behind that, but it was amazing. I had so much fun. And then I had my daughter, and then I wanted to compete fitness again, and I couldn't get my routine around because I had a C-section, right? So I just wanted to have a goal, and so I did figure. I did figure in Arizona, and I went on stage, and that with no expectations, and I got second, which qualified me for nationals in figure. I never thought I was a figure girl. Here I'm a big bodybuilder, and it didn't make sense, but I was also a natural bodybuilder, so keep that in mind. So I competed figure, and I've been to nationals 5 times, and I remember one of the times before nationals, I competed, and then I had my son, and I'm getting excited because when you have kids, I always knew that you had the hormones to train harder than any other time. It's almost like steroids, but it's the most natural dose. And I knew that, and so I was excited about competing. And right before I did a national competition, because you have 2 years, every 2 years, or back in the day, you had to compete or you were disqualified at the national level. So I was excited. I was getting ready to compete, and I blew my back 12 weeks before the show, or probably about 16 weeks before the show. And I had surgery a month later, and I ended up calling them and asking for an extension on the competition. They said no, you just have to get on stage. And so I'm like, well, I had back surgery, I can't pick up 5 pounds, I have a 9-month-old, how's that gonna work? And they're like, well, I can't help you. So my motivation to explore, learn, and all that was there, and I was not released to rehab. And I understand why, because tissues need time to heal, but I was not okay with that. So I was extending myself beyond what I probably should have, but it also expanded my career. And I ended up competing. I did actually pretty well. I'll post a picture of that show. It's pretty insane that I even got that ripped, lifting less than 5 pounds and laying on my side doing cable so I don't load my spine. And then a couple years later, everyone, because the industry's changing and physique kind of came out, and everyone's like, oh, you're more physique. It's not bodybuilding, but it's not figure. So I was like, well, I'll try it. Well, I won. So now I'm national level in physique. So I've made it to nationals in bodybuilding, which I didn't go. I didn't want to do steroids. Figure, fitness, and now physique. So then I was like, okay, I got to go to nationals, but I'm figure qualified and I'm physique qualified. Which one do I want to do? So I went to California. I competed both categories in one show, and I got second in figure, and I got 4th in physique. So I'm like, well, looks like I'm a figure girl. So I've stayed figure ever since. So that's my story on competing, and I will give you more as I keep going. So have a great day.